De la right, my MVVs, welcome. Now, it's been rumored that, the Ooni of Ife was in so much shock seeing Pastor Ademiju fire back on the king of Ekiti. Now, they said Pastor Ademiju, aggressively fired back on the king, letting the king understand that hundreds of his tithe will never stop him from going after the woman that he loves. That he did not meet Queen Naomi in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and there is nothing anybody can tell him that will make him believe that Queen Naomi is still the wife to the Ooni of Ife after Queen Naomi is living by herself and raising a child that Queen Naomi herself had already identified with others as a single mom, and nobody has the right to stop his fundamental human right, which is, falling in love and going after the woman that he loves. That the fact that there is some kind of bride price on top of Queen Naomi's head does not necessarily make Queen Naomi some other person's wife. All they need to do is to force the man to collect back his bride price. Can you see, God? The thing is that I talked about Western people, okay? And that was why you saw when this story came up, I said, look, if this story that is making rounds on social media is the truth, you want to understand that there'll be a whole lot of battle here. This happens to be a boy, from what we are hearing, that had left home since 7 years old, and they say he grew up in the US and Canada and all of that. Though he is Yoruba, I do know that Yoruba people train their children on the act of respect and all of that. But there is a problem there because he doesn't really believe in these traditions, these customs and all of that. And that is why you see he's so bold to tell you exactly what he needs. And so we heard allegedly that Kabiesi had called the attention of the king of Ekiti, and they called the family, and they spoke to the family about this impending danger that the man, about that is bringing into their family, that going after a king's wife in the Yoruba culture is a taboo, that they should speak to Pastor Ademiju. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I call that name Ademiju, sometimes I call it Adeniji. Please forgive me, okay? They said the man's name is Pastor Ademiju. Allegedly, as it is rumored, okay? I am not there. So, meanwhile, right now, when they now brought this issue to the king called the family and spoke to the family to talk to the man to desist from this act. And they said the guy is saying 100 of that kings like him cannot stop him from going after a woman he loves. That he loves Queen Naomi so much, there's nothing. That the only person who can tell him stop, Sean, and get away, get out of here, is Queen Naomi. As long as Queen Naomi has not said get out of here, he is not going anywhere. And right now, Queen Naomi is not saying get out of here because she's not saying it. You are saying get out of here. Do we know where Kabiesi stands? And that is it. I think that Queen Naomi will have to wait till June to say get out of here. Hey, woman fight wahala, woman don't fight wahala. It's always small something though. So they said the guy said nobody can stop him from going after the woman that he loves, that he never met Queen Naomi in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, that he was there where Queen Naomi also identified herself with other single mothers, that Queen Naomi, as far as he is concerned, Queen Naomi is a single mom, and so nobody should lay claims on Queen Naomi because he is ready to fight the battle that Queen Naomi is being taken advantage of because she is a very quiet woman, and Queen Naomi, for the next 100 years, Queen Naomi cannot do more than what she is doing right now to get out of that trap that has been deliberately kept for her. That he is working for Queen Naomi and himself is working to ensure that they have a good life, a good marriage, and a good everything. So right now, we are waiting for Queen Naomi to say Garara here, and that is what we have not had because, Queen Naomi is a very sensible girl, and Queen Naomi is not somebody. Queen Naomi is a woman of few words. Whatever she will do is already in her mind, and when she's going to say get out of here, or if she's never going to say it, is already in her mind, nobody knows, and nobody's going to force her. Now, the thing with Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, Ooni of Ife loves Queen Naomi so much from what we are hearing. And so for Queen Naomi, it's actually a win-win because Oni will not force her to say get out of here. If Oni wants to force her to say get out of here, she will now start frowning at her pretty face and not wanting to talk again. Kabiyesi will still beg her. So there's this thing between Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi that, the man loves this woman so much. Oh my gosh. The man loves this woman so much, so much. And I think that's the advantage that Queen Naomi has. But then again, a lot of people want to see this love in action. It's not every day we hear love, 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 love this, love that, love that. A woman that you love, a woman that is in your heart, your number one woman should be right beside you, not other women. Like, if everything we see on social media is the truth, Queen Naomi is supposed to be beside the Ooni of Ife and no other women, and that is exactly what everyone is saying. And right now, the fact that Queen Naomi is not there is what is giving all of these people the audacity to go after Queen Naomi. And in the days ahead, it's going to be worse than this, because see, let me tell you something. People, young people, pastors, and all of that. I want to say something in a very respectable manner right now. Okay, look at people like Ned Nwoko. Ned Nwoko got married to Regina Daniels. Do you know that you and I never knew Ned Nwoko? I didn't know Ned Nwoko, okay? And this is the fact, okay? But immediately Ned Nwoko got married to Regina Daniels, everybody knew. And so I stand to be corrected. Regina Daniels may not have the kind of money that Ned Nwoko has, but Regina Daniels is the one that brought Ned Nwoko out. Like, popularity came from, his popularity came from, Ned Nwoko. Just as, the wives to the Ooni of Ife, they leverage on Ooni's popularity. We all know them now because of Ooni of Ife. Let's go to Mercy Johnson. Who knew Mercy Johnson's husband before? Nobody. Nobody. And now that man is so popular because of Mercy Johnson. So I want to let you know that you see this crowd that are following Queen Naomi. I tell you the truth. People are following. Queen Naomi has crowd. Hey, Jesus. The woman has crowd. People love this woman so much. Now, for you to know, me, I'm telling you, it's fact, based on fact that I'm talking to you. Even this channel, the Laram, people love to come. People love to come here because of Queen Naomi. They love Queen Naomi. They want to know what is happening to Queen Naomi. They want to know that Queen Naomi is doing okay. They're just looking for where they can get something close to maybe the truth, or, somebody who can be honest enough to tell them that if I am lying, this is a lie. This is where the lie is coming from and all of that. But they just want to know what is going on with Queen Naomi. So I tell you, if Ooni of Ife does not do something to bring Queen Naomi back, in the days ahead, this thing will be more than this. More men will come. Some will come for good, some will come for bad, some will come for evil, some will come because they truly love her, because Queen Naomi is going to bring value to the table. Like this pastor Ademiju, the day Queen Naomi say, yes, this is my husband or my friend, you see that the whole, all these people following Queen Naomi will begin to follow the man. And that is value that Queen Naomi is bringing to the man, okay? Popularity brings some kind of value to people, especially those who know how to use it. Now, building a voice or forming a voice is one of the most difficult things to do. So when you form a voice, you get a voice, you're able to, dispense wisdom to people out there. Now, for a pastor who is not so known by the 200 million people in Nigeria, if Queen Naomi say, yes, I do to that pastor, I tell you the truth, over 20, 30 million people will begin to know the man just because of Queen Naomi, because Queen Naomi has got grace, Queen Naomi has got crowd. So in the days ahead, we'll see more men like this coming for Queen Naomi. And this is not to validate the fact that a lot of people are making on social media that this man may not be real. I don't know whether he's real or not. It's not up to me to know. As a matter of fact, it's alleged. I don't even know, okay? So the man might be real because he is saying he loves Queen Naomi, loves Queen Naomi. And nobody can doubt any man who said, you love Queen Naomi. Queen Naomi is a lovable woman. So when a man is saying they love Queen Naomi, the man might just be telling the truth. That's exactly how he feels. I haven't greeted my people today. Anyways, the next gist, I'm going to greet you guys so much. Thank you, people. I love you. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Ciao.